So, a long time no post. This is the first time in like 2 or 3 years that I've posted a video. My guides are telling me that I need to get back into it. I need to, you know, further my journey and sharing my journey. So, me and my now husband, we have bought a new house. This is it. We've been here for a little over a week. No, a week yesterday. So, I haven't had the opportunity to cleanse the house and get the energies right. I've had my essential oils going, and I've went around and I've talked to the spirits that I feel in the house, but I haven't aligned the house to my energies. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to cleanse and clear and also align it with what I want out of this home. My witchy stuff, sage, Palo Santo, cedar wood, all of that's still packed up. The easiest thing I could get my hands on was this. It's dragon's blood. So just remember, just because you don't have exactly what you want doesn't mean that you can't accomplish what you want. So I'm going to use dragon's blood. I'm going to go around my house, set my intentions, clear out any energies that I don't feel need to stay there. I have already went through the house and I have opened up windows in most every room. Some rooms I did not open a window. That is okay as long as you direct them to the nearest window. That is totally fine. Just I have cats and I didn't want them jumping out the window because the rooms that didn't have screens, I didn't open those windows. But they're out here on the screened in porch with me. I'm starting at the back of my house and working my way to the front. That's just a preference of mine, trying to kick them out the front door. I don't want to kick them out the back door. That's a little rude. I'm going to kick them out the front door. So I do know that the husband of the family that lived here last, he did pass away about a year ago. I'm sure he's still here. I've been getting a lot of spiritual activity going on in the house, like walking. If that is the case in your home before you clear it, this is a personal preference. I allow the spirit to stay there as long as they do not, you know, offend me or hurt me or intend harm. It is totally okay for them to stay in my book. You don't have to if you're uncomfortable with hearing footsteps and doors creaking and things like that. You can definitely kick them out. It's all a matter of personal preference, but I do not mind it. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start with the clearing. So I'm just going to light my dragon's blood. Make sure that you ground before you cleanse. I just was out in the yard and grounding and asking for guidance and help and all that. Okay. So what I do, excuse me, I'm going to start at the back door. Excuse all the boxes. I just want to set my intention. If it's a little loud, the AC's on. I would like to clear the energy of this home. I want to clear the energy, make it set for me and my family. I allow in light and positivity. I let out negativity. My animals are going crazy. I'm kicking out negativity. I do not allow any fear into my home, any anger. I clear this home of any residual energy, any stagnant energy. I feel as if the screened-in porch is fine, like it's very open and free-flowing, so I'm going to move inside the house. Don't judge me, it's a little bit of a hot mess in here. Make sure you get into all the nooks and crannies, closets, things like that. I clear any energy in this house that is not for the highest good of me and my family. If you are a negative being or have any malintent, you must leave. You may leave through any open door or window. I do not mean any harm to those who do not mean harm to me. I understand that the father is confused on where his wife is. She's okay. She is happy. She just moved on from this home. You are welcome to stay as long as you do not offend me or my husband or scare us. We do not allow fear in this home. I want the happenings in the bedroom to quit. I want the spiders to stop crawling on me. That would be great. I do allow light and positivity into this home. I surround this home with a white light. Love and light emanate from this home. Another thing you can do when you cleanse a home is I used to, whenever I just had a room or like a small apartment, I would go over it. So this is incense. I would go from each corner, and then I would also do a pentacle and then circle around it and then push. Practice drawing symbols and then inserting them into the object which you want to heal or cleanse or whatever your intention is. I definitely recommend that if you're drawn to it. You don't have to. I don't do that anymore because there's a lot of windows and doors and mirrors. Also, cleanse mirrors. Cleanse mirrors. Please cleanse mirrors. Can you see my cat back here? Right there, climbing on top of the washer and dryer. Okay, so I'm in the hallway now. I felt, ooh, don't let me tip the TV over. I felt something push against my throat. I do not mean any harm. I do not wish to kick you out of your home. I just wish to make my home my own. I saw something in that closet over there, so I'm going to do that last. Let me in. It's hard to breathe. I don't wish any ill will. All I want is to feel a little bit more comfortable in my home. Anything that I do in this home is not out of disrespect. All I am doing is setting it to align with me and what I would like to come out of this home. My intentions out of this home is to redo it, grow a family, have a lot of happy memories. I do not want to do anything bad in this home. I know that I am not who you might have expected to move into this home, but I am me. Fuck. There we go. I am me. And I want this home to align with who I am, as it is now my home. I have chills in this closet. Like I said, you're more than welcome to stay. Hold on. My energy isn't what you expected. It's not what you're used to. I know that you are Christian and you held high in your beliefs. Nothing that I do or say is to offend you, and I'm very respectful of all religions. I do want to be clear that I'm not coming in here and I'm not going to do anything disrespectful, or I'm not going to try to be disrespectful. We just want to build this home and build a family in this home. As you go through room to room, do it as you feel comfortable. If you want to stay longer in one room, stay longer in one room. If you want to focus on one area in a room, focus on one area in a room. Just follow your intuition and what you want to do. I know that previously this house had never had animals in it, and I know that there has been something affecting our dog. I would really appreciate it if you didn't scare my dog. That is not okay. Like I said, fear, anger, hatred, that is not allowed in our home. We are not condoning that at all. That is not allowed. Any energies that are negative are cast out of this home. You go to the nearest window or door and exit. I do not allow any hatred. I want to clear out any sadness or stagnant energy that is in this home. We want to create a happy environment. That's all we want, is a happy environment. It's really just that second room, which is weird. Because the master room is fine. Let me get this closet. I cast out any negative energies. I align this house with my energies and my husband's energies, our intentions. We do not want any negativity in this home. We want a fresh slate to experience our own emotions and own life events in here. Be sure to make sure the smoke like rises and falls. If you wave it up high, you're not getting down low. You feel me? You feel me? Okay, so I have done the entire house. I've done every room. After that, I will go out on the front porch or the front of the home. So we're going to do that now. Oh, my bad. Let me set up my phone. So, I feel heavier outside, like now, other than like compared to whenever I came out here earlier and I grounded myself. As you can see, it's a work in progress. We have like wood out and we're trying to redo things. Since we moved into this home, there's been a lot of things that have been breaking. There's been a lot of things making noises. Excuse me. There's been a lot of things going on that I don't really appreciate. This was once your home. It is now my home. This is not a fight for the home. We can make an agreement. You are more than welcome to stay in this home. You just have to allow us. You cannot scare us. You cannot keep breaking things. That's not okay. This movement I'm doing with the incense, that's just like, in every cleansing, I do something different. Like I said, I used to like trace the windows and the doors and things like that. You just follow your intuition on what you need to do. You are your best guide, so you follow what yourself is telling you. When we first moved in, you were showing yourself a lot to me, and I do respect the fact that you listened to me whenever I said that you needed to wait a while before coming to me and talking to me. I do appreciate that. I am now in a better state for you to come forward with information, and I can help you in some way. But you have to do it in a respectful tone. I'm covered in chills right now. Sometimes with cleansings, you will feel energies, you'll feel emotions, you'll see things, you'll see things in your mind's eye. Yeah, I feel lonely. I feel your wife didn't leave you here. You know she thinks about you every day. Just because she's not here in the place that you shared your life with for 40 years, 30 years, does not mean that she's not there for you. You just need to find where she is. I believe she's living with your daughter, so please find their energy and don't be so upset that she's not here anymore. Because you can follow her everywhere. She still has to live her life. That's another thing with cleansings and clearings. With time, you'll get more comfortable with the energies. You'll know more about what you're talking about. You'll get messages and things like that. And I like to guide the spirit to where they need to go. A lot of people say follow the light and things like that. That's not my practice. I tell them to follow whatever brings them light. So with this spirit that is here, I feel as if he is chasing his wife. His wife is no longer here, obviously. She moved away. So you tell that spirit to follow whatever makes them happy. Follow their own light. Because spirits, if you believe this is what I believe. Spirits that are stuck here, they are still in the process of completing like their karmic goal. So he hasn't accomplished something, and his spirit knows what it is, but he's kind of stuck in between, like, I don't know where to go next. So help them, lead them to that next step. The last place I lived, I feel like a lot of the energy's cleared out, so I can talk about something else. The last place I lived in, while I was doing a clearing, there was a cemetery that was like a mile away from where I used to live. And during the clearing, I just stopped and I started crying, and I felt so cold and alone and just sad. And I picked up on this energy from the graveyard like a mile away that had came to me and was wanting me to help them. Sometimes you need to set boundaries before you do a clearing. Actually, not sometimes. You need to set boundaries before you do a clearing, like I did in the beginning, where I said, I'm not trying to kick you out, unless you're got negative intentions. I'm not trying to kick you out. You do need to set boundaries. If you don't feel comfortable seeing things, say, do not show yourself to me. Do not physically show yourself to me. Do not give me a visual idea of what you look like, or do not try to scare me. That's another boundary. There for a while, I did not feel comfortable with seeing things because something did show itself to me at one point, and that was just a boundary I had. I did not want to be scared again. Fear is not something that you want to feel during a clearing. Do not give them permission to do so. And if something goes wrong, sorry, I don't know how English works. If something goes wrong during a clearing, put your foot down. Say, I do not want this kind of energy. I do not approve of the kind of energy that you were putting out. I am the one that is in control. If it goes really south, I have said this before, during a clearing or just any communication with spirit, you can tell them that since you're the one that is still alive, that you have the power, and that they do not have power over you. You have power over them because you were the one that's alive. You were the one that's in the moment, and they need to control themselves. Okay? That is something that I would say only use for darker energies, because they want to do whatever they want to do, which we don't allow that. That is not okay. You were on this earth to live. They are getting in the way of it. You cast them to where they need to go. They can do it somewhere else, not in your home of light and love and all that happiness. But another thing you can do, which I am not going to do today because we have 2 acres of property. I'm going to do it eventually though. Set boundaries around your property. I have collected some railroad ties, and I'm going to go to all the points in our property, and I'm going to nail them in the ground, set intentions, that type of thing. That'll be a video that I'm also doing in the future, so keep an eye out for that. My psychic, like I told you, he called me. I had a meeting with him this morning. That's what's leading me to get back into making these videos. I've always been drawn to spirituality and doing things that are spiritual. I, at one time, was making spiritual videos when I was back in high school, but then I got a job. I threw myself into that instead of throwing myself into my spirituality, and I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I know what brings me happiness, and it's not working all the time, every day. It is being spiritual. It is making happiness. It's making other people happy. So that's what I want to accomplish with this channel. I want to, show that not every witch looks like a witch. Like, oh shit, I'm wearing shorts and Adele Earnhardt shirt. Like, I'm just hanging out around the house and practicing my beliefs and, setting intentions and affirmations and things like that. You don't have to look a certain way to be a witch. You don't have to be a female. You don't have to be a male. You don't have to be any race or ethnicity or anything like that. You just have to be you, and you have to put forth that energy. That's all that you need. But I'm going to let this continue burning. Fucking cat scared the hell out of me. There is one more thing I do need to clear. I need to go to our back porch. Not the screened-in porch, but the back porch. The other night I was laying in bed, and I was given a vision of something on the back porch, and I don't want to say it out loud, but I do not want that energy here. So, how can I set this up? Okay. So it was, let me hide myself so you don't see none of my goodies. So whatever energy showed itself to me a couple nights ago, I do not want that to continue. I do not give you permission to stay here. I clear you out. I send you on your way. I do not want to be scared any longer. I don't care what you want. You need to leave. Told you spiders were following me around, and I almost walked into a web. I cast out the negativity that was trying to scare me the other night. You were not allowed to do that. I'm the one in control of this property and this home now. I do not allow negativity. That is not going to happen. We are all about light and love here. We are not allowing for you to scare people who live in this home. You can go elsewhere, but you cannot stay here. You have got to leave. This home is about light and love. Another thing, when you're doing your clearing, in your head, imagine what the fuck? Imagine a light surrounding your home, your land, you, a light of protection. Should I cleanse him? Does he need... Now that I don't feel like that energy's here anymore, I will tell you what I sensed. The other night I was laying in bed. I do get like messages sometimes of like what's going on and, you know, visuals. I saw, so let me flip. So you see this little area right here? At night, as you can see, that light stays on. It's motion sensor. That night, I saw peeking above. I'm hearing shit. No, I cast it out. No negativity. We don't allow that. No. So, I saw peeking over the edge of the porch a silhouette with like little, you know what I'm saying, little horns. I was scared. I didn't like that. I'm not allowing that energy. That's not something that we're allowing here. You could tell, like, going through the house, I was more like, you're welcome to stay, la, 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 being more polite. But when I got over there, I was more stern. Like I said, whenever it's a darker energy, you have to put those boundaries and you have to be stern. You cannot just let whatever happen. Missy. No ma'am. No ma'am. But, like I said, I'm going to let this burn. So I'm going to just put that in there with my plants. These plants are not doing too hot. That's my clearing. I will be uploading more videos. So obviously stay tuned for that if that's something you're interested in. I'll be doing readings, Reiki cleansings, you know, just spiritual things that I feel that other people would want to see that don't get shown a lot. But yeah, obviously let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know how you cleanse, if you do some of the same things I do, if you do something differently, whatever. If you just want to tell me how your day's going, do that. I'm perfectly fine with that. But I will see you guys in the next one, and thank you so much for following along my cleansing.